Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Now if you remember from yesterday's video, there was no snow at all, it was all gone. Well, we got some snow. It's actually kind of stopped now, but we ended up getting snow pretty much all day. And it was a light, or not light, it was a heavier snow. It's about 32 degrees, right around freezing. So I came out, I cleaned off the panels, and so they've continued to do okay. And but anyway, so we actually have brought in some power, not a whole lot, but that's, that happens. So that's what we got going weather-wise today. So I think I've only brought in like maybe 0.5 or 0.6 kilowatt hours for the most part. I mean, I woke up, the panels were completely covered with snow, so I came out and I cleaned them off, and like I said, we started getting, even with it was snowing earlier, we still ended up getting some, so that wasn't terrible. But anyway, so we're going to talk about this situation. I mean, I know that it's funny. I kind of get a kick out of things. The liberals have gone absolutely nuts. They want to ban AR-15s now, and and all this type of stuff. Okay, so we're gonna talk about this topic for a bit. This is what the topic of today is going to be, and we're talking about kids in general, and what is lacking today is as far as like when I was growing up and stuff like that. I mean, I can remember people having, gun racks in the back of their vehicle, and you had your rifle and whatever right in there, and your shotgun and whatnot, and you brought it to school with you. Those days are obviously they're over now. I think it's a combination of many things. So we're going to talk about that a little bit, and how banning guns is not going to be the answer. I mean, it's ridiculous to think that that is the answer. If you ban guns, let's say they do this big ban, and if they get AR-15s, that's just going to be the start of it. It'll be on to the next thing after that, okay? They want the guns. That's realistically what it comes down to. If you ban weapons from the average citizen, what you're going to do is criminals are going to always find a way to kill people. That's just obviously, it's an obvious fact, okay? Timothy McVeigh did not use a gun when he killed all those people in Colorado. He used fertilizer. So should we ban fertilizer? Here's the problem today. Let's go on with these kids today, okay? Let's talk about the kids for a second. The culture of respect is not there. There is no respect anymore. Parents are not raising their children to have respect for authority. They're not raising their children to have respect for people in general. They're not raising their children to have respect for human life. All right. I saw a couple videos recently on Facebook of these kids having these freaking temper tantrums. It was two of them. One was a girl and one was a boy. And the mother wouldn't carry the girl's backpack from the school bus, and the girl was flipping out, and she was hitting her mother and swearing at her mother, and the mother just stood there and took it, which, I mean, I wanted to smack the mother, to be honest with you. That's what I wanted to do. The other one, it was some kid was having a temper tantrum because he didn't get his own way as well, and the parents had videotaped the whole thing. Whatever happened to spare the rod, spoil the child. Now, I'm not a big believer in beating the crap out of your kids, okay, but a well-placed swat on the behind gets their attention. Like I said, myself, I was raised, I mean, I got the wooden spoon, bare hands, the belt, the whole 9 yards. Myself, open hand, on the behind, 1 or 2 shots, got their attention, got, things squared away. That's what I always did. Now, with Eddie, it didn't work because with the autism, it was totally different. So I had to find other ways to deal with discipline as far as him went. So I learned that, like, the computer is everything for him. So that's the tool that I have used ever since then for him. So, I mean, I haven't spanked him, and I couldn't even tell you how long. Heather never got spanked because she always did what she was told. And Josh, my stepson, he got spanked twice. And he got spanked once at 5 and once at 6, and both times because he was disrespecting his mother. And like I said, in both times for him, it was 1 shot on the butt both times. But anyway, teaching your children respect, teaching them to say please and thank you, respecting people, respecting authority, those things are gone. They're out the window. Parents want to be their children's friends. You can't be your children's friend. You need to be their parent. Okay, you can be their friend when they become an adult, When they're a child, they need you to be in charge. They need you to be in control. When you have kids that are in control, that's when you have a lot of issues. That's when you have a lot of problems. And so many of these kids today, they don't have mom and dad in their life, okay? They're lucky if they have mom in their life these days, you know. A lot of absentee fathers, and I think that's a big problem as well. So you're having these issues, and now let's on top of that, everybody wants to give kids pills today. So we're going to get them on Adderall or ADD medication and all this other nonsense. Oh, your kid's hyperactive, so we better put him on a pill. You know, I think that's a big issue as well. All these different medications, it does not help the child. A lot of this stuff is unnecessary, in my opinion. Okay. Kids need structure. Kids need to feel safe. Kids need to feel loved. Okay. And if they have structure, if they have rules and discipline, they have much more respect for people if they have those things. If they don't have those things, they're not going to have respect. They're not going to have any kind of, you know, nobody to look up to. If you don't have a role model to look up to, where are you going? Okay, well, you're going to follow your buddies, you know, in the group and doing the things that they're doing. You know, it's just not there. Okay. I was raised a lot by my grandparents. You know, my mom was in the picture, of course, but my grandparents, my grandfather was my father figure for me. And he was a hard man, but you know what? You knew he loved you, and he had no problem whipping your butt if you needed your butt whipped, and he did. Okay, and but that was, you know, nowadays everybody, oh, you can't touch the children, blah 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 blah. That's part of the problem, guys. There's no structure. There's no discipline. There's no consequences for actions. There's another big one. Okay, no consequences for their actions. They can do whatever they want. You make threats and then you don't follow through with your thing, then the kid knows that they're a hollow threat. I dated a girl one time, and you know, she had you know, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and then she never followed through. And I said to her, I said, those kids are never going to respect you. And she was like, what are you talking about? I said, if you don't follow through on your threats, they're hollow. They mean nothing, and the child knows that. If you follow through on your threat, you know, of whatever, I'll take away this privilege or that privilege, you know, then they realize that you mean business. Another good example, Josh was little. When I met his mom, Josh was 5 years old. And he had a night where he was just being an absolute little monster. So she had made the threat of, if you don't listen and go to sleep, he liked BattleBots. That was a show that he liked to watch. And let's say BattleBots was on a Tuesday. And so she had said, if you don't do this, I'm taking BattleBots away. You're not going to watch it on Tuesday. Well, he didn't. He did what he wanted to do. So she said, okay, there's not going to be any BattleBots on Tuesday. So on the Tuesday, I had gone over to her place, and we're sitting down, and Josh says to me, Ed, Mom has something she's got to tell you. So I knew she was going to give in. And I said to her at that point, I said, listen, if you say what I think you're going to say, I said, I'm going to get up and I'm going to leave right now. And I said, and we're done. I said, because if you don't follow through with what you said, your word means nothing. And she thought about it for a second, and she turned to Josh and she said, Josh, no BattleBots tonight. Well, I'll tell you what, never had an issue again with that behavior because she followed through on the consequences for his actions. It's a big thing. It makes all the difference in the world. A lot of you out there, like I said, you want to be your kid's friend. You cannot be their friend. You're not supposed to be their friend. You're their parent, okay? These kids have no value of human life today, okay? So a lot of it's like, you know, I believe there was another shooting today in Kentucky. 2 people were dead and I think 16 injured. It never happened in our day when I was growing up. There was more guns then. Less people, more guns. People are desensitized to it. You know, and people want to say they want to blame the games. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of games out there. It's hunting and shooting and killing and type of stuff like that. And maybe that desensitizes them to a degree. But if they don't have love, if they don't have structure, if they don't have discipline, then they're out of control. And that's what happens to now. You know, nowadays, mom and dad both have to work. you know, if mom and dad are together, just to try to make ends meet because everything is so expensive. And it's very, very difficult. So, you know, it's very sad that this continues to happen. But if you ban guns, okay, the only people that will have guns then are going to be the criminals and the cops. That's it. And I'm going to tell you what, I'm not comfortable with that. You know, you are setting yourselves up for to be victimized because guess what? Criminals are not going to follow the laws, guys. Whatever laws you try to put in place, whatever you try to ban, all you're doing is making a better black market for it where people are still going to get those weapons. They're still going to buy them. And the thing is, the law-abiding citizen is now unarmed. You know what? You want to be Great Britain, you want to be Australia and not have any weapons. And I know that, you know, you can go through all jumping through hoops to get weapons over there. I know in Australia, I've talked to a couple of my Australian subscribers and they said they can still have weapons, but they got to go through all kinds of ridiculous nonsense to get them, you know. But the thing is, it's like, you know, people are, well, why do you need to have an AR-15? Well, you know what? Because it's my right to have an AR-15. Or if I want to have anything else, it's my right to have it. That's what the Second Amendment's about. That's what the Constitution is about. You know, they want to change everything now. And, you know, it's just, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Guns are not the problem. Guns are not the problem. Mental health is definitely 100% the problem. All these medications that they're putting these kids on, screwing with their brains, okay? Lack of structure, lack of parenting, lack of morals, okay? There's no moral fiber anymore. Nobody cares about anybody else. We're in a me society, and that's not helping either, okay? So anyway, I wanted to do this video. I wanted to talk about this topic. I definitely want your guys' feedback in this and what you guys think. You know, everybody's going to have a different opinion. It doesn't make it right or wrong. You can say whatever you want to say. You know, you're not going to get slammed by me like, nope, you're wrong. It's my way or that's it. No, everybody's got the right to their opinion. But like I said, I see the family breakdown is a big problem. No male father figures in the house is definitely a big problem, and no respect. Those are the biggest issues that I see. And like I said, and of course the pharmaceutical companies having our kids all doped up on everything. So that's what's going on. You know, so anyway, I definitely, like I said, I want your feedback and hear what you have to say. So please leave, you know, your comments and let me know what you think. Remember, guys, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen. And remember STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever your goals are, whatever you're trying to reach, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. And the only one that's going to stop you from getting there is yourself. That's it. Nobody else can stop it, okay? I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you're having a good week. And I will talk to you all tomorrow. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.